Hello everyone. My name is Aishna. I am the assistant editor at CA Club India. And as you all know how important it is to be aware of the tips and tricks of Excel while filing a GSTR return. So today we have with us CA Sandeep Modi, who will be sharing some insights on the same. Sandeep has more than 7 years of experience in the indirect taxation field and more than 2 years of experience in the Excel automation and machine learning field. So before I hand over the session to Sandeep, I would just like to give a quick disclaimer to all the participants. This is a speaker session. However, we will be having a Q&A session after every topic. So if you have any questions regarding the topic in hand, please put it out in the chat box and we will be taking it up in the Q&A session. Also, like Sandeep has very kindly shared the Excel utility, which will be discussed in today's webinar. So I've shared the link in the chat box. If you scroll up, it's the first message in the chat box. So you guys can open the same in your respective laptops or phone screens, and you will understand the session in a better manner then. Over to you, Sandeep, now.
Yeah, thank you for the warm welcome, ma'am. And I request everyone to please switch off your camera so that I can concentrate on my lectures and everyone would be easily be able to see your screen. So I request everyone to please switch off your cameras. I'm just switching on because everyone is seeing my face. So in this lecture, we are going to deal with how we can expertise our speed in GST while filing our returns. So I am also a GST consultant. So whatever problems I face on a regular basis, I am trying to address them. If you have any suggestions or any further ideas, you can write us on the description box or comment box. We will be happy to answer later also. And you can tag me also. I will be also available for answering all your queries. So let's start the topic. And all your queries would be answered, and I will try to answer all your queries. If they are lengthy, we may discuss it afterwards, but you can write in the description box also. I will be happy to resolve all your queries. So today's topics are lookup magic, how to handle frequently updating client data in Excel, date format issue, automating your GSTR1, reconciliation between GSTR2 and purchase register, and a bonus tip for filing GSTR3B. Means this is a bonus tip where you are handling 5 or 6 data or multiple clients data, states data in one company. So let's start the session. Here, first we will starting with VLOOKUP. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Yeah, my screen is visible to everyone. You can write in the comment box. This is the first. We are first topic is VLOOKUP. Let's start with basic VLOOKUP. This is table 1. This is table 2. As this is a dummy data, we have to find the value of Nitu, which is here coming 400. So how we can find it with VLOOKUP? Simple VLOOKUP we are putting here. VLOOKUP. Now value which we want, lookup value you can say. Now this is my table array. Table array I have selected. Now I want second column, so I'm writing 2. Now 0 for true match. As you can see, we got 400. This was simple VLOOKUP. This everyone might be knowing. Now we have to find the value of Raj and Sunny also. So what we do generally, we copy paste all the formula and drag it like this. But as you can see, I request everyone, please do not do this on my screen. This here, now as you see, as I am dragging my formula, now my data array is also shifting downwards. This is happening because when I copy paste my data downwards, my table array is also shifting. So first option you can handle this kind of situation is by putting data in dollar signs or freezing the cells, you can say. Now I'm freezing the cell by putting a dollar sign. Now this how I freeze the table array. Now I'm copy pasting the formula downwards, and as you can see, my table array got fixed. But here one more problem is that if I add something here, for example, CA club data I'm adding, and here I'm putting 400. Now let's do a VLOOKUP here. And let's see whether we are getting this data or not. As you can see, we are not getting this type of data because this part is not covered in my data. So again, you have to drag this formula downwards and then do it. But I don't think this is good method of doing or handling any updation in the data. So I'm deleting this. Now I'm deleting everything and showing you one more method with which you can easily handle data updation in the table. Now this is normal range of data. I'm selecting the complete data and then putting this data in table range. My table has a header. Once my normal data is in table, now see the magic here. Table name is table1. Now I'm putting VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP, lookup value, table array. Table array, it will show me all the table. Table 1 is coming here. Now I will be putting 2 because I want second column and 0. Here we got 400. Now if I copy paste this, copy paste, as you can see, I don't have to freeze also my cells. Everything is coming. Now if I add something, for example, CA club, if I'm adding here and putting here 500, here also I'm putting here, copy, paste, and as you can see, we got the answer. If you have any doubts, you can write on the chat box. After completing complete VLOOKUP, I will take all your queries. You can write in the chat box. I will read all your queries. Now, as you can see, this way you can easily handle your updating of data very well. And now let's move ahead. Let me convert this data into normal range. Now we have to find the value of NEA in table 1. As you can see, in table 1, NEA value is not there. So what we will get? We will get a NA, but let's find out. And then we will learn how to handle error while doing a VLOOKUP. This value, NEA value, we have to find in table 1. So we have selected table 1 data. Second column value we want to 0. Enter. As you can see, as NEA value is not there in table 1, that's why it's coming NA. But how to handle it means in place of NA you want 0 if the value is not there, or somewhere you want not in table. So how can we get that? Instead of doing that manually, converting NA into 0 or not in table, we can use a formula also. Here we will be using if error formula. If error takes two arguments. First is value and second is if the formula gives an error, what value should come. So first value we want VLOOKUP. We have to find the value of NEA in table 1. So NEA, here is table 1 array. Here is table 2. Second column, 0, bracket close. This is my first value. Now, if the value is not coming, we want 0. So we are writing 0 and then enter. As you can see, we got NEA value as 0 because NEA value is not there. If I convert this NEA to Raj, as you can see, we got both the places 250, 250. So let's do it again. This is how you can handle error while doing a VLOOKUP. Now, let's find the value of Ritu. As the data size is small because it's a dummy data, let this train pass because I live nearby station. So this train noise might come. We were finding value of Ritu. As you can see, data size is small. That's why you can easily identify that Ritu value is in table 2. But if the data size would be big, you cannot find it manually. So with the help of VLOOKUP, you would be able to find it. So we have to do a VLOOKUP in two tables together. Means whether it's in table 1 or table 2, we have to do a VLOOKUP in both the tables. So how can we put two VLOOKUPs together? With if error, formula, we will use two VLOOKUPs together. First, for finding the Ritu value in table 1, so I would be using VLOOKUP Ritu table 1 array. Second, year 0, because this is the VLOOKUP for finding the value of Ritu in table 1. Now, for finding the value of Ritu in table 2, we will be doing again VLOOKUP after comma VLOOKUP Ritu table value 2 0 bracket close, enter. As you can see, we got 150. Here, one thing to note: if the Ritu, if this value, if in place of puja it would be Ritu, we would be giving first value only. Means VLOOKUP will always give you the first value which it finds in the table. So this is how you can handle errors in VLOOKUP. You can put, how can you do two VLOOKUPs together, that we have learned. Now let's do how can we use match with VLOOKUP. This is the data. Your names are there. Your month-wise data is there. Now we have to find the value of Ritu for the Jan month. It's coming 150. Let's do it. I request not to do this. Harshit, please don't do this. Now we have to find the value of Ritu for the Jan month, which is coming 150. For VLOOKUP, we will use simple VLOOKUP Ritu. Now table array, complete data. Second column I want, that's why I'm writing 2 and then 0. As you can see, we got 150. But for example, I want SRK March. This how I SKR. Purposely I have written here SKR, not SRK, so that people can remember. SKR, your 800 is coming because Jan value, we got it here. Now I want March value. So for getting March value, here in place of 2, I have to write 4. Now, as you can see, this, if I get this 4 dynamically, I can change the value automatically. So how can we get this 4 automatically? So in Excel, there is a function called match, which can return me that 4 value, index value. Match equal to this. Currently it's Jan. I will change it. This is the lookup, and lookup array. I want this. This is here. Enter. Just a second. Control Z. Here. Match. Enter. Jan. Enter. As you can see, we got 2 because this is coming to here. Now, if we want here March, we can easily get 4 here. Now, how can we incorporate this 4 in this formula? Let's do it once. And this Excel sheet I have shared with you. If you will try once, you will easily you will understand what I'm saying. And this video is going to be recorded on our YouTube channel. So you can refer it afterward also. Or you can follow along with me while I'm solving this all those problems. Now this is my table array. Now column index, I will put match. For match, this value I want, and this bracket close, 0 bracket close, enter. As you can see, we got 1000 here. Now if I write here Jan, I will get 800. So you can put here conditional formatting also like this. Data conditional data validations, list, source, and now see the magic. I request don't do this. Here, with the help of simple dot down, you can change the value and get the value. Your value also you can put it. Let me show you again how I have created data validations. This is data validation under the tab data validations, list, source, and here we got the value. Now here you can select as per your requirements what you want. Virat Kohli 7,000 sabhi 700. So let me change it to something 1000. Rishi Kapoor, Jan. As you can see, we got the answer. This is how you can use Vlookup with match function. If you have any doubts, you can write on the comment box. I will reply all your queries. Just give me a few minutes more. I will solve all your queries. And I request everyone to please do not scratch on my screen. It will disturb yourself also and many other people who are keen to learn. So please do not do this stuff. We are all professions, so please do not do this. Now let's find the value of Amitabh and Amitabh Bachchan. Here, many times when we are doing a VLOOKUP, in my data, it's Amitabh Bachchan, but we have to find the value of Amitabh. This can be useful for HR persons where Sandeep Modi and Sandeep Surendra Modi complete name is there in the database. So how can you handle this kind of situation where somewhere only first name is there and some in your lookup value, both the names are there. So how can you handle that kind of situation that we are going to learn? Anyone, any queries means 19 chat. Amazing. Once repeat, please. Or regarding we look up in the chat box. The same can be viewed on our YouTube channel. Okay, export Gstn as JSON file. Okay, can you please use this chat again? Data validation. Okay. Download the sheet here. Till now, all are understanding, I guess. Only one repetition is there. Please repeat. So please repeat. Be specific what point to repeat, so we can repeat it afterwards also. And please be interactive. You can write on your comments also if you have any queries or you face anything which is apart from this, which can help many other people. We will try to cover if time permits. Now as you can see, this is table 2. Now I have to find the value of Amitabh Bachchan and my lookup is Amitabh. This is a small data, you can say manually kar lenge na kya hota hai. But I don't think that is why we are here. So let's find a solution. How can we get the value of Amitabh? Do a VLOOKUP. First, let's do normal VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP Amitabh. I request don't screen share anyone. Second column I need set side to 0, enter. As you can see, we are getting NA because here my lookup value is Amitabh Bachchan and here my lookup value is Amitabh. So that's why I'm getting NA. Now let's do something from that we can find the value. So we will be using a wildcard in Excel, or you can say special character. In the formula, as you can see, here I am putting, here as you can see, let me zoom in a little bit. As you can see, after this F34, this should be F33. My screen array is changing, that's why it got changed. Otherwise it should be F33 and then table array. So after Amitabh, I have used and stand for concatenation. Concatenation, what? Concatenation, anything which is coming after Amitabh will be considered as lookup value. That's what I'm trying to say in this formula. So let's use it once. You can also use it, try it once. It's very simple. Simple exercise of 1 or 2 minutes. You can try it and you will also be able to understand it. It's better to solve it 2 times than to just learn it 10 times. So try it 2 times. You will be able to understand. Lookup, normal lookup, then this value, first string, then I'm doing and stands for concatenation, and in inverted commas, I'm using asterisk. This will give me Amitabh. After Amitabh, whatever value is there, it should be considered as lookup. So this is my lookup value, my table array. Table array is there. Now 2, 0, enter. As you can see, we got 700. Here also one more thing to note is that if it would be only Amitabh, then also it would consider. Let me change it to 800 here. Both the values are coming because Vlookup will always give you the first value in the table. If it would be Amitabh but Amitabh 1, then also it will consider itself. Means lookup will always give you the first value which it will find. So this is how you can do find the lookup value with one wildcard. Now in the comment box, let's find the value of Nitin. Here, as you can see, Nitin value is there. Nil Nitin Mukesh. How can you find the value of Nil Nitin Mukesh where your lookup value is only Nitin? Write in the comment box that how can you find the value? What's the formula? If you are trying with me, please try it. Your cheat code is there, but do try yourself also once by pausing this video if you're not seeing on live. So let's find the value of Nitin. As you can see in my data, Neil Nitin Mukesh is there. Let me zoom in a little bit. Zoom out, sorry. Here, as you can see in my data, it's Neil Nitin Mukesh. And here it's Nitin. So how can we find the value of Nitin? Here we will be using two wildcards together. Lookup. Now we will be using asterisk for considering whatever value is there before Nitin should be considered. And this is the formula, and concatenation and asterisk. Now my table array. Second column I need, so I'm writing 2, 0, enter. As you can see, we got 800. If it would be just Nitin, then also we would get a value. Let me change it to Nitin here. Then also, let's change it to something else. As you can see, we got 100 here. Might be some issue coming. This how you can. Okay, I have wrote here Amitabh. That's why. Sorry, my mistake. My bad. Now, as you can see, we got here 100 as Nitin is here. If it would be SKR, it would be 800 like this. So this way you can find the value where you just have a middle name or somewhat. You can use wildcard and get this value. It was coming wrong because my formula was wrong. Instead of Nitin, I used Amitabh. That's why it was coming wrong. So I hope I'm clear till now. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment box. VLOOKUP. Now let's come to HLOOKUP, and then we will discuss XLOOKUP also. Here we have this formula, but first we will solve all your queries. Let me just complete one more topic. HLOOKUP. Difference between HLOOKUP and VLOOKUP is that VLOOKUP is used when the data is in the vertical format, and HLOOKUP is used when the data is in the horizontal format. And second thing, HLOOKUP and VLOOKUP are not case sensitive. As you can see, here Sandeep is in caps and here Sandeep is in small. Then also it will capture the data easily. Let's put HLOOKUP. HLOOKUP. This is my lookup value, Sandeep. Now my table array. This is my table array. I need second row. That's why I'm writing 2 and then 0. If bracket close, enter. And as you can see, we got 300. If it would be 3 rows like this, then I would be writing 3. Let me change it. Lookup value is this. I want third row, so I'm writing 3, enter, 0. I got 3 here. This value. This is what I'm talking about. So this is how VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP works. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Then we will continue with XLOOKUP and date handling. Yeah, ma'am. Anyone has any doubt, you can ask. Or should I move?
Yes, so we have received many questions. I'll just read them out one by one.
Okay.
One, Srinivasalu has asked, we can use index plus match also instead of VLOOKUP. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes, we can use, but that is little complicated. So instead of using VLOOKUP with match, we can use XLOOKUP also, which I'm going to cover.
Okay, so the next question Noor has asked, sir, in amendment of exports in GST portal, there is error in JSON structure validation. Please tell us how to clear this. I don't think this is related to the topic. Can you please clarify?
Yeah, this is not related to the topic. So you can write on the YouTube comment box. We will try to answer this query afterwards.
Right,
This
so
is not
Subra
related
has
to
asked,
current topic.
we want to know how to VLOOKUP with GSTIN and invoice number.
That I will cover later in the session.
Okay, sir, any data validation format or formula to validate GSTIN number?
Currently, there is no validation as such.
Okay, so one person has asked if we can download this sheet. Yes, you can. We share the link. It's the first message, so you can download it from there. And then one person has asked, can we use approximate match in VLOOKUP for this? And then he shared asterisk and cell and asterisk.
Proximate match we can use, but I think that topic is not covered. That is little complicated. So link I will provide you in the description box. Means if you comment on the description on YouTube, we will provide you afterwards. Currently, I'm not covering that topic. Proxy match is possible, but that I'm not covering right now in this match, in this topic.
Okay, so the next question is, what is the difference between lookup and VLOOKUP?
Okay. The VLOOKUP and lookup as such, it's nothing. There is HLOOKUP, VLOOKUP, and XLOOKUP. So difference between VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP is that when the data is in the vertical, you can do VLOOKUP, and when the data is in the horizontal form, you can use HLOOKUP. Here, you can see this my data set is in this data is in the vertical format. That's why I'm doing VLOOKUP, and here data set is in the horizontal format. That's why I'm using HLOOKUP. Now I will explain you how to use XLOOKUP also. So I guess I have covered all your queries. Work left to right and find the value on the left hand side. This question I am answering with XLOOKUP. So I guess I have covered all your queries. Anyone left out, ma'am?
No, I think all queries are covered, so we can move on with the next topic.
Okay. Okay. Let's start with XLOOKUP. Main advantage of, let me hide this. And I request everyone to please try this once at your home also. This can save your 4 to 5 hours of weekly if you are regularly dealing with Excel. Now, main benefit of using XLOOKUP, then VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP is that in VLOOKUP we have one limitation that your lookup value should always be on the right hand side. Here, as you can see, my your Ritu value is on the left hand side, and the value which we want to find is always on the right hand side. If we want to find something value which is on the left hand side of Ritu, we would be not be able to find. For example, if I roll number, put your roll number or employee ID would be much more. Employee ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to find the employee ID of Ritu, with the help of VLOOKUP, we cannot find it. Or there is no other way to find the Ritu employee ID with VLOOKUP. So Excel came up with the XLOOKUP, where you can find the value whether it's on the right hand side or whether it's on the left hand side. Both the conditions can be easily handled by XLOOKUP. Plus, one more thing here to note is that this we have 3 sets only of data. But if we would have hundred columns, you cannot count it one by one. For example, here in simple VLOOKUP, I'm just finding the value, showing you example 20. As you can see, this two you have to write. If there is 100 column data, you have to count it 100 times. That कौन सा column में क्या आ रहा है. So this keeps on varying. This too. So XLOOKUP is handling that also properly. So here we have an example. Here amount is there. Here particulars are there. Here serial numbers are there. This is a dummy data, so it might not make sense. But for understanding and explaining you all the concepts, I have purposely kept all data such like this. So let's find the value of Sunny. First, we have to find the amount. So here I'm going to use XLOOKUP, and this XLOOKUP is only available in 2019 and above versions. So that 2016 and below version, that's not there. So you might be thinking that what Sir is telling, but Excel in 2019 and above version only this function is there. XLOOKUP, lookup value is this. Now lookup array. Lookup array means the value in which column in which Sunny is there. So this is my lookup array. Now third thing which I want is return array. This is my return array and bracket close. As you can see, we got 100. This answer we got. Now in place of this, Sandeep, if it would be Raj, then also we would be getting 2. So XLOOKUP will easily benefit over VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. Now XLOOKUP also have one more feature. Here with VLOOKUP you can use if error function for handling the error, but XLOOKUP will also provide in the formula itself that how can you handle the error. For example, here Sunny 1 is there, but here Sunny is only there, or Sunny 1 is not there. So how can we handle this kind of situation? XLOOKUP. This is my lookup value. Lookup array is this. My return array is this. If this would give an error, if not found, this is in the brackets. Whenever the text is in the bracket, it means that this is an optional field. So if you want to write, if this would give an error, if not found, this is in the brackets. Whenever the text is in the bracket, it means that this is an optional field. So if you want to write, if this would give an error, if not found, this is in the bracket. It means that this is an optional field. So if you want to write, if this would give an error, if not found, this is in the optional field. So you can use the value, put the value. If you don't want to put the value, you cannot put. But currently I want to put a value, for example, not in table. And I'm putting it inverted commas because it's in text. Whenever you put any text in formula, it should be in inverted comma. And number will not be in inverted comma. Not in table. We will write here. Bracket close, enter. As you can see, not in table. We got the answer. And if I turn to Sunny one, we got 100. And as you can see, this is how you can use Xlookup and Vlookup. Now, if you have any doubts relating to Xlookup, you can write on the comment box. It's very simple. Please try 1 or 2 times. You will be easily able to solve it, and you will start loving it. Instead of doing a Vlookup, you will always use Xlookup. So this is how you can use Xlookup. Now let's use index and index match. I think this is little complicated, and I prefer not to use it anyway, but just as a covering topic, I'm covering it. But if you're not understanding it, please do not give any stress to it. Index means it will give you the value on which index it is. For example, index array. I want this column second value. So I will write 2 and I will get Pooja. Sunny, sorry, because Sunny is the second value. So index will give you second value, means whatever value from index, which value you want. That value index will give me. Here I have writing 2. That's why it gave me 2 value. Particular is also 1 value. So that's why index will give you that type of match value. If you're not understanding index, so please do not stress out on this, because Xlookup and Vlookup are covering much more easier topics and that are easy to use than using index or index with match. Now here also similar to Vlookup, this too I need dynamically. So let's see. Now I have to find the value. Raj is on which index? Means as you can see, Raj is on the 6th index that I want value. So how can we find that value? So we will use index plus match equal to index. This is my array. Now I will be using match function. I need this value, index. This is my lookup. Bracket close, enter. As you can see, we got Raj. So this is little complicated, so I prefer not to use this type of formulas. If you're not understanding, you can rewind the video on the YouTube, but I prefer not to use index or index match. You can use Xlookup. That is much more easier and simple and much more powerful. So anyone, any doubts relating to any of the lookups? I have covered lookups. Then I will move on data handling, date handling. Anyone, any doubts? You can ask me. Or ma'am,
So
any?
we have one question from Rahul. Can we use negative symbol to find data which is before the column?
No, sir, you cannot. Means Excel doesn't provide that facility. VLOOKUP doesn't provide that facility. You will get an NA.
We don't have any more questions regarding VLOOKUP now, so we can move
Okay.
on with the next topic.
Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Date handling means as an intern, I used to face a lot of problems while handling the data, and especially with the date part. That how to convert a date into a proper format. That was a nightmare to me. Means whenever the dates are coming, it's a nightmare to handle the dates. So let's clear that nightmare. We have 3 typical issues in the date. First is that date is in the number format. Second, date is in the text format. And third column, which is general, that all your date is column is coming in text, some are coming in number. So सब खिचड़ी पकी हुई है. So let's see how can we solve it. It's 5 minutes job. And how to identify whether it's right or wrong. First, convert number into date. Simple shortcut formula, select the complete column. Here I am selecting the complete column, not just the data, complete column. Because selecting the complete data is also time consuming, means I have spent my 10 seconds in selecting the data. I just have to spend my 1 second. I have selected the data, complete column, data, uh, home tab, then short date or long date as per your requirement. You can select it, and then here we go. My all the dates numbers are converted into date format. This is one part of converting numbers into date. Now, how can we convert this text to date? So here, one thing to note is that whenever the number is dates are in the wrong format, it will always be coming on the left hand side. As you can see, this yellow date is coming on the left hand side, and all other dates are coming on the right hand side because these are in proper format. Here also, some dates are in the number format. As you can see, this is in the text format. So how can we solve it? Here I am selecting just the data, not the complete data or complete column. Here I am selecting just the data, then data, text to column, delimiter, change, next. Here DDMMYY, or as per your requirements, you can change it. DDMMYY. Okay, finish. As you can see, I have converted text date into normal date format. So this is how you can convert your dates into proper format. This was the second method. Now let's come to real life scenario. Here, as you can see, some dates are in text, some are in numbers. Here, some are in numbers. So how can we identify? First method is that whenever the dates are in the wrong format, it will be on the left hand side, as you can see. And one more method to check whether the dates are in proper format or not. Select the data, home tab, filter. Now, once filter is there, in filter, whenever the dates are in the wrong format, it will not club itself. As you can see, it's not clubbing. Here, whichever the dates are in the proper format, that are only clubbing together. If it's not in the same format, it will not club in its proper format. So first method, let's select the complete column, date, short date as per my requirement. As you can see, all the number formatting dates are converted properly. Now we have to convert only this date. I'm selecting the data, text to column, delimiter, next, DDMMYY, next, finish, and that's it. Now, as you can see, all my dates are clubbed together or grouped together. This is how you can handle all your dates query. Sorry. Now, one more part. If you have any doubts, I'm going to solve all your dates queries. So please write on the comment box or chat box. We are there to solve all your queries. So please feel free to write queries. Now, maximum time being a junior, what we are told that convert this data into month-wise data. So prepare a column, additional column, month column, and write all month name here. One method is that put a filter and then put like this, May 2020, and copy paste everything. ये किए मेथड तो इजी मेथड है. June. But don't you think this is time consuming and chances of errors are too much? So I don't prefer this method. I'm deleting it. What I prefer is that I'm writing this month here. And in Excel, there is one formula called text. bracket open, value. Now I want date in month. So I will write an inverted comma, month, YY, enter. As you can see, now I have to just track the formula. As you can see, all my dates are coming in proper format. If you want some other format, you can, as per your requirement, you can get it. All your formulas are there. I hope I have clarified your dates issues. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the chat box. Okay, so if the date and theme column, how to separate date and time to other columns? Okay, kindly email, will share the sheet again, complete it under one file. How to get a complete data under pivot table? Because we are not able to understand the formula. Sheets WhatsApp. Link of the sheets are shared with you. We will again share the link of this WhatsApp sheet. We will again share the links of this entire sheet. Data of different currency in the month, which formula to use, Vlookup. Current, I have a data of different currency in a month, which formula to use, Vlookup, HLOOK. So XLOOKUP would be better, but if you can share the screenshot of your data, I would be in much better position to answer your queries. A lot of sheet links will be shared with you. Pivot data will be covering later in the day. If the date and time, how can we separate, and please share the formula. Which formula you are quoting about? Okay. If people are saying key your time is there, so you can easily select the data and copy paste it. Sorry. Short date or long date. If the dates are in the correct format, it will give you right answer. If you want to just split it, means copy this data again and convert one data into short date and convert other column into time. That will give you the data. I hope I have clarified all your doubts. This is done. Gopal Krishna, I have tried to solve your query. Krish, this formulas is there in the Excel sheet. Shivam, in 1 month, it's shown 0. Shivam, I'm not getting a query. Krish, I'm not getting a query. Vlookup means what? Current, we will do afterwards. Means we will allow you to share your screen afterwards. Anyone, any other doubts? Is there a difference between? Is there difference if we write M? I want to put the format. Okay. Okay. Sometimes here, as you can see, here this means first April to 2020, but sometimes in data this means 4th Jan. There is a system problems. You have to identify it manually that whether it's 13th April or 4/13. That is not possible. But here in the data, as you can see, some dates may be 1st April 2020, some may be 4th of January. So there is a consistency in data. Means at some places Here it's 1st April, so here also it would be 1st January. Means it would not be 4th January. So that consistency will be there in the data. So you have to identify that manually only. So there is a loophole, you can say, that manual intervention will come, means for understanding the data. And secondly, here, if you want to change anything, you can easily change it. If you want MMIY, you can get it. If you want complete name, you can get it. If you want 4Y, you can get it. Try it once, you will be easily able to identify what I'm saying. As you can see here, all the permutation combinations I have wrote it down. So you can refer this table also. So I hope dates are clear. If you have any doubt still, you can write on the comment box. Later in the query session, we will solve it, or after this lecture, we will solve on the YouTube link. Shivam, thank you. Can we do that? I will cover later in the day. If you want to here convert here dots, you can convert it here. You can do it. Pivot table I would be covering later in the day. So let me complete this. And please ask relevant question to the topic only. So I would be able to answer all your queries. In the end, we can ask random questions if you are facing something. But when the topic is going on, please ask related to topics only. Now let's do SUMIF and SUMIF as. And then we will be moving towards our main topics, GSTR1, how to automate it, or tricks and tips of GSTR1 and 3B. And that I would be covering maximum of your queries. So first, let me complete this normal topics. And this topics will help me to explain GSTR1 and 3B easily. So SUMIF and SUMIF. This is the normal sales data, employee data, month, particulars, place, salary. Now I have to find June salary. So one method is select the data, put the filter, June salary. It's coming 1375. One method is doing this way, but don't you think this is time consuming and chances of errors are too much? So let's do with SUMIF. SUMIF complete range. Select the complete range. I have selected the complete range. Now criteria. Criteria is June. So I'm writing that in inverted commas. Now I want sum range. This is my sum range. Enter. As you can see, I got 1375. This is how you can find SUMIF formula. Now let's find the value of April, June, May. Here also I would be putting the data in table because here I have to drag the formula. If I drag, my table array will change. So let's put the data in Excel table. Selected the table, insert table. My table has a header, table 2. Now I'm putting here SUMIF formula. SUMIF range. This is my sum range. Criteria 1 range. My first criteria range is month. Criteria is April. So I'm selecting here April. Criteria 2 ranges place. place I'm writing here. No, sorry. I'm using April only. April, June. First, we will be using SUMIF only formula. Range, criteria, April, and some range. Enter. As you can see, we got 1975. Enter. Now, this is how you can find the value of all the months with the help of SUMIF. Now, let's put SUMIF as. This formula will be helpful for you for finding the invoice value where there is multiple line items. Brajesh, please do not do this. So let's find the value with the help of SUMIF as, where my criteria is June and my place is UK. Let's convert this data into normal table, a normal data range. This formula would be helpful for finding the invoice value in the GSTR part, where you have multi-line item invoices. So let's start it. SUMIF as, my sum range is this. My criteria one range is this. My criteria one is June. My criteria two range is place. So I'm writing here place. Place, UK, bracket close, enter. Some range is coming wrong, that's why. So basically, SUMIF as, my sum range is this, which I have selected by mistake completing. That was it was giving a wrong answer. Now criteria one range. Criteria one range is this. Criteria one, June. Criteria two range is this. UK. Enter. As you can see, we got 250. Now we have to find the value of all this. So first we will put the raw data in Excel table so that we don't have to put the formula again and again, or we don't have to freeze ourselves. Insert table. My table has a header. SUMIF as, some range is this. Criteria one range is this. Criteria one this. Criteria two this. We got the answer 400. Now you have to just copy paste it and you got all your answer. This is how you can use SUMIF as, where you can put multiple conditions. So this formula we will be using for finding the Gstn in GSTR1 for finding invoices value. Means where we have multi-line entries in single invoices. So I hope I'm clear till now. If you have any queries, you can ask me. I will be happy to solve all your queries. Anyone, any queries? I'm closing this sheet. Okay, time and aborting column 1. Automatically, please repeat. Okay, sure. Okay, anyone, any other queries? Sure. Here we have to do a sum based on a condition. My condition is that it should sum the value only when criteria of June is met and place is Mumbai. So we will be using sum if as sum range. This is my sum range. Criteria 1 range. This is my first criteria, month. This criteria. Now my second criteria range is this. And second criteria is this. Enter. As you can see, we got the answer. I hope I have clarified it. Anyone, any other doubts? I'm moving on. Can you explain Lookup? How to check and retry the please ask relevant questions. We will cover these topics in the later. So let me give, please ask relating to this topics only. I will explain you. Lookup I have already explained once. I guess I have explained 2 times. You can see the video in the description box. Link of this YouTube channel in the description box. You will be able to understand it. So let's move ahead. No, I think no other queries are there. Ma'am, you have any queries relating to this solution?
No, I think like I'm just sharing it in the chat box only if any queries are from YouTube also. But I think we don't have as such for this topic.
Okay. So let's start with GSTR1, main highlight of the topic. I'm closing this sheet. Stop sharing. Just a second. Yeah, my screen is visible to everyone. Yep. So main highlight of the day is GST. How can we automate our GSTR1? Here we are going to provide you tricks and tips which can help you to save a lot of your time. So I guess maximum of hours means interns or people spend time in doing repetitive work. So how can we automate that? That's the whole idea of myself, that how can we automate it? Means instead of spending and waiting for 11 to file our GSTR1 or 3B return, how can we standardize our work? One thing is sure that whatever data we are receiving from the client is in the same format across month. So that consistency is there in the data, and we also ensure that we checked everything, means all the formulas are same across month. So as you can see here, this is the raw data which is in blue. Here now you might think why you have done in red and white, column headers red and white. So this is not wholly. There are some reasons why I have done red and white, because here instead of remembering that this is mandatory field and this is not, I have color coded it, so that next time when I receive the data, it's automatically coming that this is red part, important, that all the fields should be there. So I have prepared a standard template where next time I have to just insert this raw data, because I am receiving data in this format only every time. So till here, I have to delete this and paste the new data. and check whether it's empty or not. For example, this is mandatory field, so that's why it's coming. Everything is there. This is coming. This is not, so I will not check. This is mandatory field, so I will check it once. This is not mandatory. This is mandatory field, invoice number. So I will check it once whether everything is coming or not from the client. Now this is the date column. If dates are in the number format or in the text format, you can select and change it as per your requirement. So let me show you. This is coming in correct format. This is 3 months data. So this way you can also automate your means 99C data also. If you have multiple entities. This is place of supply. This is important. So you can check it one by one. This is how you can also check it. This is Gst Invoice Summary total. This is taxable value. This is tax. This is all taxes are there. Now someone have asked me that how can we check HSN code. So I will answer that query also. This is a taxable value. Tax is there. Unit of measurement is there. This all data is there. Common fields. Now some of us need data while uploading this normal data on Gstn and DDMMYY format. So I have used text format like this. Now once this formula is there, you have to just drag this formula and paste it everywhere. Now this is coming on the left hand side, but when you're uploading this data on Gstn, it will not give you an error. So don't worry. So this is how you can handle dates easily. Now let's find the invoice value, single invoice value. For example, if the invoices have only single value, single line, here as you can see, this invoice is having 5 line items. So we need to have total of first 5 columns. But here also, I guess one catch is there. Here Gstn number is only of 4. This is different. So we need total of four invoices only, first 4. So let's find first if the invoice value is having only single line. So basically I will add up tax and converting data into normal data range. Will do this plus this plus this plus this plus this enter. As you can see, we got the value. This is one time exercise, and then on the monthly basis you have to just put your raw data here. Here we will find the document value. Here we will use SUMIF function, SUMIF as means, for example, this value should come 50,000. As you can see here, 50,000 is coming. Why it's coming? We'll be using SUMIF as first sum range is this. Now criteria 1 is here, this formula I have already written down. You can relate to it and follow along afterwards. Here this formula is there. Here 2 conditions are there. First is that Gstn number should be same. Employee vendor's Gstn number should be same in column F. And secondly, invoice number should be same. So it will give me 50,000. So I'm copy pasting this formula, dragging the formula, or you can say. Here, as you can see, we got 50,000 in all 4 columns. Now we want state name. In my data, it's 06. Here, let me show you. Here, place of supply is 6. But while uploading the data on Gstn, we need place of supply in this format. So how can we find it? Here, here with the help of masters, I have created a master where everything is there. This is state code as per my data, or if it would be in your data, Jammu and Kashmir. So you can write Jammu and Kashmir here, and here 01/Jammu and Kashmir as per uploading format that you can write it. And then with the help of Vlookup, you can take it, which I have already done here. Simple Vlookup. Now copy pasting it, or you can say dragging the formula down. Now maximum people asked me that how can we check Gstn in Excel. So let me explain you that you cannot check Gstn in Excel, but some of the softwares provide you facility for bulk uploading Gstn and checking it. So with the help of that, you can do it. So how you can do it, I will show you. First simple check is that Gstn number should be of 15 digit. So that we can do it by using length function, len f16. This is there, and bracket flow. This is one check. This is very basic and simple check. Second check, which you can say you can do it. It's using the third-party software or using your ASP GSP services. Select the copy the complete data. Here, as you can see, I am copying the complete column. Go under create a new Excel sheet. Let me copy paste again. Copy, paste, and then I will remove duplicates. Data, remove duplicates. Now we got all the GST. Now you can, some softwares provide this facility of bulk uploading. So one method is that upload in Excel sheet. Another method is that comma separated. How can you need? You have to upload GST and comma separated. So for doing that, you have to do it. You can use this simple technique. This equal to this. Now here you can use concatenation function. This and this, comma, and this. This is how you can easily comma separate all the values and upload it into ASP or GSP, whichever vendors you provide that services. But in Excel, you don't have such facilities of checking GSTN manually. Apart from 15 digit or first two digits, 10 digits, that all manual checks you can put. But apart from that, you cannot put it. Now, all your GSTN are coming in one cell. Now you have to just copy paste it and upload this data, copy paste special. Now you can use this for uploading into bulk Gstn. Delete. Now I have uploaded the data in one of the ASP. So all the Gstn are correct. Now simple Vlookup will help me to find the value. With the simple Vlookup, you can take this value. Now for finding local or industry, we will be comparing our place of supply with our Gstn. This is my place of supply. So first two digits of this number, I have to compare it with my Gstn. That will give me whether it's local or interstate. So let's do it. So we will be using left function for this. Let me explain you how the left function works. LEFT, left. This is the text and I want first two digits. So it will give me 2. As you can see, this 06 should be equal to my Gstn first 2 digits. So here formula is if logic bracket open, left bracket open, text equal to 2 bracket close equal to bracket open, left left bracket open, text. Now you can see the formula in formula bar 2 0. This is my logic that my place of supply first 2 digits are equal to my uh, taxpayer's GSTN number. Then it will be 2 local if it's equal. Otherwise, it would be interstate. Here one more bracket is there. That's why it's given an error. As you can see, we got the answer. This is how you can find local or interstate easily with the formula. Now drag the formula. Now let's do total text check. A simple formula equal to taxable value into rates percentage minus sum of this 4 columns, right? Enter, and here we go. We got the answer. You have to just copy paste it, and this is the total tax. Sum of 3 columns. 1, 2, and 3. Now once you can add more validations as per your requirement, but next time when you're opening this sheet, you have to just insert your raw data and all these blue fields and drag the formula. That's it. This will save you a lot of time, and this will also save your time in repeating this formula again and again. So if you want, you can insert more combinations and permutation for checking. Now here, let me put B2B, B2C and everything. That part is a manual exercise. I guess that can be also automated, but I prefer to do it manually because there can be some changes in formula. So I prefer to do manually. Now let's find B2B as per GSTR1. Means headings we are finding. So here GST and total. If it's correct, it would be classified as B2B. The first is that. Second is if it's 0, it's B2C. Let's straight away put it. Now we have to convert this, put more option. Now we have to check whether it's nil, exempt or composition. So it's nil here, options are there. It's not nil, nothing is nil. Exempt is there, yes, exempt is there. So we would be writing exempt here. B2C, everything is B2C, I guess, yes. Exempted. Yeah, it's coming exempted. Yeah, non-GST is no item. Accept. Composition is not there. So that's how you can. Now, I guess B2C large is also not there. So data is divided into 3 parts: B2B, B2C, and B2C exempt. This is how you can easily. So this only bifurcation you have to do on month basis. Everything else will automatically come. You have to just track the formulas in Excel. So this will save a lot of your time. Now, based on this, I have created much more pivots, which you have to create it every now and then. And now one more thing, if you insert all this data into table, this is the table, insert table. Data isn't filtered, that's why it's not coming. In table, insert data table. This is table 3. Now, this I have prepared it automatically. Pivots are there. One time you have to change it, means first time for showing you, I'm changing everything. Pivot table exercise. This range I am doing it, selecting the table, table 3, and everything will be coming automatically. Next time you just have to put the raw data and check it once again. All these tables will be created automatically. You don't have to change the source data also. Your masters are there. Your rate checks are there. It's a simple pivot of the data. As you can see, HSN-wise, description, rate-wise, taxable value, IGST, CGST, SGST, says. Here you can see, identify that one HSN is having multiple rates, whether it's right or wrong, that you can easily identify. Means as you can see, this is 5 and 80. So whether there is a change in the rate in middle of the month, or it's a typing error or something wrong is there, that you can easily identify with the help of this. And this tables you can check HSN also. This is HSN wise summary. This is invoice date wise, means as you can see, some rates were 5% in October and 18% also. So there is a clear cut and error in the data, or you can say in the system, that one Gstn is capturing multiple rates, that you can easily identify. Now corrective measures would be easy for you to take. This is HSN wise summary. This is return wise summary. You have to just refresh it once. I'm not refreshing. Yeah, means as you can see, all the data are constant. So you have to just refresh it once and data would be prepared. You don't have to prepare all your pivots again and again. This will save a lot of your time and energy, and chances of errors would be very less. This is Gst Invoice Summary. This is one-to-one, means B2B, B2C, and exempt summary. This B2B data you can use for uploading and ASP. So how I have derived it, here in raw data, I have to just put one filter here. Here B2B, and then copy paste this data there. Now this data is ready for uploading in any GSP, ASP, GSP, and you have control also that this data is getting uploaded. All the fields are mapped. Now you can easily upload this data on your ASP, GSP. This is B2C large, which is nil. This is exempt, place of supply wise. This is B2C summary total from the raw data. And now let's come to the favorite topic. How can we create a dashboard like this? This is a simple dashboard, but yes, we can create it. Let me explain you how to create this kind of charts. As you can see, this is everything is interlinked. This is the pivot table based on the raw data. Someone was asking that how to create a pivot table. Let me show you. insert a pivot table. Let me select the raw data. Insert pivot, existing sheet, pivot table here. As you can see, now GST invoice I'm putting pivot. This is the taxable value, total tax, and I need total taxable value. And you can create a chart. No queries till now. Good. If you have any queries, you can write on the comment box. I will explain all your queries. This is how you can create a simple charts, pivot table, and then sorting is possible. If you want to sort based on this column, click here and then put a sort option, largest to small. If you want to do sorting based on this, you can sort here also. Here you will get A to Z because this is the text, not number. So based on your requirement, you can do it. Currently, I am doing GST invoice. So I'm selecting this. So this both are same. So I'm deleting this chart. Cut. I'm refreshing it. Now I want GSTR1 bifurcation wise. So I'm copy, paste. Now in this, instead of GSTN, I'm writing GSTR1 header wise, heading wise. As you can see, we got a chart. Now I want to create a chart like this. Let's delete it. Delete. 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 Now, here things to note is that whenever you're creating a dashboard, ensure that background is clean. Means your no lines are there because it will create a nonsense. Means this viewing data like this is creating a problem. So clean the data, clean the background, remove grids, select the data, give it a little light color. It will help users to interact with the data. Now we can create a data. I have selected one more thing. Always put numbers in the same format. As you can see, some digits are in decimal, some are not. So let's convert the digits in proper decimals. Here also I'm converting digits in proper decimal. Insert. Your option are there. Whether you want 2D charts, 3D charts, stacked columns chart, or clustered column. As per your requirement, you can select it. But here I'm using this chart. Remove this. Remove this. Now I need header. Let me first use it. This one chart is prepared. I'm putting it aside. Now I'm preparing this another chart also. Select the data, insert, chart, removing this, and now copy pasting, cut pasting it. Shift, select both, Control X, Command V. Here, as you can see, both my charts are prepared. I just have to make a single format. Here I will write a header, insert, sorry, design, all chart layout, chart header, GST invoice, GST invoice, data. Here I would be writing GST header. Now I have to put slicers. So select in one column, design, chart pivot analysis, insert slicers. Now I want my GST invoice, purchaser wise, piece of supply wise data. So I have selected three size slicers. You can adjust the size of the slices as per your requirement. Insert, purchaser name wise, place of supply wise. If you don't want this, I'm removing this. I'm putting something else. New supply, place of supply, state name here. I'm putting a state name here. So this will help me. Now, how can we connect everything? Now, as you can see, I'm clicking one thing, only one chart is moving. So let's connect everything. Click on second chart, chart analysis, filter connection, and link everything. This is how you can create a stunning dashboard for your GSTR1 return. I hope I'm clear till now. If you have any queries, you can ask me. My GSTR1 topic is over. You can write in the comment box. And after this, GSTR3B fix is there. That would be very useful for you. Anyone, any other queries in the comment box?
I don't think we have any queries for GSTR1. I think we can move ahead with GSTR3 now.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, let's move ahead. Sharing. This is the GSTR3B return format. So what we have done, we have completely replicated GSTR3B from here. One benefit
Hello.
is,
Sir, sorry to disturb you. I think the screen is not shared right now.
oh, sorry. Yeah, now it's shared.
Yeah.
Um, Basically, we have just replicated GSTR3B from here. It will give you multiple benefits of replicating GSTR3B. Means in Excel, you can easily copy paste the data and then link it to every other format. So first thing, whenever you're directly punching the data on the portal, chances of typing errors are too much and you don't have any control. So what we suggest is that please first fill in the JSON file and then upload it. It will save a lot of your time if you have very big numbers. This Excel sheet can be interlinked with all your formulas and pivots. So that one function you can easily save it. Now, second problem which we face here while filing GSTR3B is this. Means this putting this 36 data here is a nightmare if you have data in all the states. So what we have done, we have created this kind of sheet where in GSTR1 while filing I have created GSTR3B data also. It was that only from where I have copy pasted this table, which is interstate sales, and then I'm linking it with this sheet. So as you can see, this is the state name as per return, and this is the state name as per my data. So whenever this data is changing, I am just doing a VLOOKUP. So let me show you. This is from GSTR1 summary data is coming to me, and now I have to get this data. So I'm doing a VLOOKUP, Jammu and Kashmir. This is my table. I need second column, 0, enter. As you can see, I am getting an NF because Jammu and Kashmir data is not there. But this data is also in the table format. So if I drag it like this, as you can see, we got the value. But now instead of NA, I want 0. So how can I get it? I will use here if error formula. If error, zero, enter. Now I'm just copy pasting the formula and we got all the answers. Now similarly, let's find for IGST if error, value if error, lookup value is JNK, my table array is this, third column value I need, so I'm writing 3, 0, enter. Now I want 0 if there is an error. You can see we got the value. Now copy paste this data here, copy paste special value, and as you can see my GSTR3B is ready, and now you can easily copy this data into a JSON file and upload it. This will save a lot of your time. First, second, chances of errors are minimum if you don't do error in copy pasting. Typing, there can be errors, but in copy pasting, I guess no one does an error. So this will save a lot of time. This was the last topic for the day. If you have any queries, you can write in the comment box, or any suggestions or feedback, you can write on the comment box. If you want me to repeat anything, I can.
We have one query from YouTube. In Pivot, dates are automatically converted into months, quarters, and years. Please show how to solve this issue.
Okay. Okay. Anything else? I guess no, right?
No, I think that's it.
My screen is not visible, right?
No, your screen is not visible.
Let me show. Uh, as you can see, months, everything is coming automatically, right? So first thing, while doing a pivot table, you have to ensure that dates are in the correct format. This, as you can see, these dates are not in the proper format. Insert, pivot, existing sheet. Okay, date. If the dates are not in the proper format, it will not give you proper results. So we have to ensure that dates are in the proper format. Second thing is that after converting dates into proper format, insert, pivot, existing sheet. Okay. Date, amount. Here, as you can see, we are getting month-wise data. So here pivot helps you to group the data properly. If you don't want grouping of data properly, or if you don't want, your group, ungroup options are there. Group it as per your requirement, quarter-wise, year-wise, day-wise, as per your requirement, you can group it. If you don't want to group it, ungroup it. Simple. It will give you the result in date format. So I hope I have clarified your queries. If you have further queries, write on the comment box. I will explain you afterwards, means after this session. Anything else, ma'am?
Yeah, we have one more query from Subra. We want to know how to VLOOKUP with GSTIN and invoice number.
Okay, okay. I need Excel for that. Okay. Okay. Just a second, my screen is operating. Just a second. Excel is not working. Just a second. Let me give you a dummy data example. In VLOOKUP, if you want two data VLOOKUP together, your invoice number, 15 digits, you can say 28, AAA, ZYW, and here you can say this. If you want to do VLOOKUP based on this two criteria, you have to concatenate only. Means there is no other way in VLOOKUP where you can do a VLOOKUP based on two criteria together. So you can concatenate the same field and create one unique key and then do a then on this field you can do VLOOKUP. My screen was sharing now. No, sorry.
No, the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's shared.
Okay. So basically, if you want to do a VLOOKUP based on Gstn and invoice number together, so there is no other way in place of concatenation. You have to do a concatenation of Gstn and invoice number, and then this is the unique key, and then based on this unique key, you have to do a VLOOKUP. There is no other way. Anyone, any other queries?
I don't think we have any more queries. And yeah, I think all the queries have been resolved, and we can end the session now. Unless, like, is there anything else you would like to discuss?
No. If any participants have any other query relating to GST and manual working, we will be happy to solve all your queries. Write in the comment box. Do like, share, subscribe our channel. Yeah, that's it. All apart
Yeah,
from right sale also. Yeah. Go ahead, ma'am.
so just wanted to thank you for the incredible session, and it was very insightful. So this entire webinar is also available on our YouTube page. The name of the page is CA Club India. So you can go access the entire webinar over there, and you can also share your questions in the comment section, and we will be answering them. Okay, so we'll be ending the session now. Thank you so much, Sandeep.
Thank you.
And
Anyone, any other
okay.
feedbacks, you can write in the chat box. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.